And welcome back.
Yay!
So, Darren, tell us a little bit about Sony.
Oh my. I'm sad.
Wait.
That's why I'm whispering. No, anyway, I'm going to talk about Sony and how they're now forming yet another anti-piracy program. Oh no! You actually broke the story last week, I believe, about pirateers and whatnot.
Pirateers, woo!
Haha! And emulators and whatnot, and Sony getting
Haha,
quite
I have your
angry
album.
and demanding personal information. Well, they've decided not really to go that route because they were getting their butts kicked in court and in PR. So they're just going to bulk up their legal team. They've listed 2 new jobs on their website for a quote-unquote senior corporate counsel and a senior paralegal for anti-piracy and brand protection. Now, you might say, well, they're hiring a couple new people, whatever. But those 2 positions show that they are getting very serious about piracy issues, because that's what those positions deal with. They're all about piracy and either stopping it or preventing it.
Right.
So what they're doing, the main responsibilities include, quote, assessing annual SCEA, that's Sony.
Right.
Sony
Sony Computer Entertainment America.
Thank you. Corporate anti-piracy needs, and addressing the needs through developing and implementing an anti-piracy program, and overseeing anti-piracy civil lawsuits and providing support to law enforcement and intellectual property agencies on behalf of the SCEA.
Haven't they heard of the RIAA? I mean, those lawsuits didn't really help them.
No.
In fact, if anything, they've lost a ton of money going after kids.
Yes. And they are going after it hard. They are permanently banning any system from the PSN or PlayStation Network that has any pirated material on it at all. So they're going in through a back door in the system, checking out your console, your system, through the network, and if it has anything on it that's even remotely shady, they're permanently banning your console from the PlayStation Network.
Well, that may sound harsh, but Xbox Live does the same thing.
Yes, they do. Except
So,
Sony's never really done it this harshly before.
They haven't, but honestly, I can't do anything but be happy about this, because
Yeah.
this isn't really a harsh punishment for people compared to hunting them down, finding their names, publishing
Yes.
their names online, looking into everyone who's ever known them or viewed their videos, and then suing the crap out of them. I mean, this is no harder than what Microsoft has done, and so what I see this as is a really
I see this
it's a
as
reasonable compromise.
a much better alternative
Yeah.
to what Sony was about to do. And they're still thinking about doing that, actually, or hunting people down
What?
through YouTube and whatnot.
Even Microsoft doesn't do that. They just send cease and desist letters.
I know,
And there's
but Sony's going crazy. They're still looking for YouTube to give that information, though not as hard about it. But they are going hard onto this new program. And I agree with you, actually. I think it's a much better way to go about this. Because it might make some people angry, like, oh, they banned me for no reason. But if they find pirated material on your system, you're probably going to know it was there. You probably pirated it.
if they're banning people, that's not going to bother me so much, because if they ban a guy who pirated stuff, oh well,
Oh, well.
you broke the law.
Yep.
You can't play your one video game online anymore.
Yeah.
Boo-hoo. At least they didn't sue you.
Yes. And they're not even blocking your IP address. They're just stopping the console. So you could just go get another console.
Right. So if it's really that important to you to save $60, you can go spend another $300 on a new PlayStation.
Another console. Yay! Your system's working so well. But yeah, that's Sony's new program, anti-piracy.
That's much more reasonable.
I wanted your opinion, and I agree completely. I think that's way better than hunting people down and suing millions of people.